Hi. Now we are going to see groove toolpaths. So all the parameters which is there in the grooving toolpath. So already we have seen all the grooving methods. Now we are going to see all the parameters inside the grooving toolpath. So initially I will take one simple groove parameter. So, so here we have not done so far anything. We can switch on and switch off the roughing, and similarly you can switch on and switch off the finishing. First we'll see the cut direction. So positive direction from here to other side. Then next is negative direction. There is another option called by direction. Both the direction it will cut. Then by direction positive also there, and by direction negative also there. These all are the method of cut direction. The stock clearance, suppose from 2 mm above the stock it will come, and this is the percentage of step over. So this is 75% of width of the tool. You can reduce to 50% also. So you can reduce the tool load on the tool. If you want to leave some stock, you can give stock to leave here. This is a total stock amount. There is a back of 10% also though. So you can add the back of 10%. You can see it the back of from that line to and this line. So now stock is there in x point 2 and y point 2. Suppose in first plunge rate you want to reduce the feed rate, then you can change it. So initial first pass you are reducing the feed rate. You can add some dwell also here. So next is the cutting method. How you want? You need a step it will come. Otherwise the another option. These are the changes are there. So you can see. So we have given bi-direction here. So it will cut at the center, then it will cut at the both the direction. This is the bi-direction. So now we can change to single direction also, means positive direction. Origin rate. You can it will it's all about the cutting strategy, how you want. So the method you want to cut. These are the cut methods. Okay. Suppose smooth and step if you want to know, then definitely you need to have some taper angle, then only you can able to see this. Okay, now I will give a taper angle 5 degree. So other side also I given 5 degree. Okay, I will regenerate now. It's not shown now. So here directly we are plunging the tool, so it is not given you the step. You can see angle it is directly interpolating. Suppose if you are doing pegging and the multiple steps you are cutting, that time you can able to see this smooth and step thing. Okay. So it will visible only the place where the depth of cut you are using. That time it will be useful. So now the depth of you can select either depth or number of pass also you can modify. So you can change it. Okay. So the same groove we are cutting by depth. You can see it how it is look like. The material is depth is so high, then you can utilize this depth of cut option. So by doing this, you are giving a lesser load on the tool. So I little change the parameters. Let us see how it is look like. No, it's not visible. So it is entering radially so that it's smoothly it is cutting because it's radial entry. You can change it now to step directly plunging. It is, you can see that. If smooth you are keeping, then radially it will entering. So this is naturally a situation of transit between the one depth to another depth. So if you keep smooth means the transition is happening very smooth. Okay. So you can change the minimum step and the angle of entry and what is the radius you want to entry. Those things you can do it. So I recommend always you keep smooth. So it will give always keep on this thing. Now, so if you want to use a depth of cut means you can if the depth of cut is too much, then you can go for the use the depth of cuts. Then next is the pegging. So in pegging, you use very the first pass. It will cut very slow. Then once the first pass is over, then it will cut is the normal way. Okay, so you can switch on the pegging on the first peg. Depth I am giving 2 mm. Here you can use retract mouse. So remember, you should not keep the retraction in the absolute. It always in the incremental only. If you keep in memory that retract move should be given in the incremental. So now how it is going to cut, you can see that. So first check the first peg how it is doing. It's very important. So first pegging only it is making. So otherwise directly it is cutting. Suppose your depth is also too much. and first pegging you need pegging, so you can switch on both the case. It will work in the both the way. It will work. The first pegging it will happen, and later it will cut the depth wise also it will do. Now I just modify here. So depth I have given to and pegging, so I will keep it 4 here. So we can see that pegging. So here also I will modify to 1 Now we can able to understand how it is working. We will simulate it now. Now we can see the first pegging. You can able to see na, in the first peg it is making pegging. Then later on it will cut normal. You can use the depth of cut also and also pegging together. So there is one more option is called the multiple plunge. So it is kind of rib cutting. I also not experienced on this a particular tool path. So multi-plunge, we'll see that how I have not much used this particular option. So the cutting method is a little different. It will in the first cut it will give a rib cut, and rib width how much you are giving based on that minimum rib width you can give. You can give minimum rib width. Pegging number of reps. How you are going to cut the rib. So the rib how many passes you want to cut, and how much retract moves you need. So wherever there is a retract move here, you need to give it in the incremental. You can give the dwell. Uh, Now you see that how the pattern of cutting here. So this so first cut it will cut slowly. It will make the rib. Okay, you can see that. Then finally it will cut the rib. Okay, this is the rib cut. I really don't know where exactly this kind of application is needed. Okay, it will make the free on the both the side, and finally it will cut that rib. So far we have seen the cutting and roughing methods. Now you can modify things and see. Next we will see the finishing. Number of finishing pass, how many number of finishing pass you want, you can give 2. How much step over you want finishing. We will check whether it is happening now. 2 passes, let us see. Okay, it's a rib cut one. You can see 2 passes. This is what 2 passes. So how many passes you are giving there, that many passes will happen here. Okay. no, tool back of numbers. So how much it has to move little back, tool back of one. I am given 2. Let us see what is going to happen. I am unable to visualize the back. Let us run and see. Let us see what is the back of. This is a cutting direction, positive or negative. Sorry, yeah, this is a tool back of offset number. So we'll see from the help of what is that exact use of that back of number. It's a wall back off. Determines how far the tool back away from the groove wall before retracting. The tool back off at 45-degree angle, and it will not back off. It is going to be hit. Sorry. Tool back off number, offset number. Define the second offset number finishing groove. So Mastercam creates one finish pass to each wall and post this number second wall finish pass. Okay, it will additionally generate some code for the back off. Here, if you want a corner dwell, you can add it now. No, dwell means it will stay for a second. So by doing this, chip break will happen. How overlapping you need it? We can give overlapping here. So if it comes from the left hand side and right hand side, both will overlap at the center. So you can give middle overlap, or you can select your own where you want to make the overlap. You can move it. Okay. So I have selected middle overlap only. So overlap means dono direction, both the direction. So commonly where it has to meet and cut. You can see this is the overlap. So you can see there are two retracts are there. No, these are the common overlap. There is a lead in, lead out, and compensations are there. These things we have already seen. So so far we have seen roughing parameters and finishing parameters. For all toolpath, groove toolpath, these parameters are common. So one thing you need to keep in mind. So wherever the depth of cut is there, so retractions are there. That should be uh, in the incremental only. Other things you can modify and check your own by your experience. you can understand. So with this we have seen all the things which is related to the growing toolpath. You can open some other file also and see that how the parameters are. So here is one groove toolpath. Okay, this has so it's the 3-line options used here. There is no change in parameter. Once you can experience it and you can experiment it and you can use this toolpaths. Thank you.